Finally here. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Angela. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today I am going to be doing my first impressions on the Storybook Wizard and Wizardry palette. So I have it right here. The box is still completely unopened and I ordered this way back in like February. I ordered this so long ago. I was living in a whole other city at the time. Like, it was ridiculous. Ridiculous! They did a pre-order for this back in February and they just started shipping, I think, like in May, and I just got mine today because I had it sent to my parents' house because, yeah, I was in the middle of moving. It was a whole thing. But yeah, I still haven't opened it yet and I cannot wait. If you guys haven't heard about this palette, it is like a Harry Potter inspired by makeup palette, and it's by this brand Storybook Cosmetics, who's kind of like a smaller cosmetic brand, and it's run by like I think it's these three sisters and they're just amazing. I follow them on Instagram. This is what it is here. I love their little logo. It's so cute. So it just comes wrapped in this tissue paper. So oh my god, I'm so excited. I've seen so many other videos for this palette too, and I've kind of not looked at any of them just because I did want this to be a complete first impressions. It comes with a little bookmark. It says, once upon a time, there were three sisters who never stopped believing in fairy tales, and they lived happily ever after. Mandy, Misty, and Erin. So I guess those are the three sisters. Guys, look at this. Oh my god, I love this so much. This little bag. Oh, I'm so gonna be repurposing this. Oh, it's so cute. I just can't get enough of like the packaging for it. Look at that. So reflective, so shiny. So yeah, it is meant to look like a little storybook. So it's just Wizardry and Witchcraft. That's what it says on there. Yeah, this is gonna look so cute, just like displayed somewhere. Like I haven't really figured out how I'm gonna have this on my vanity, but definitely let's open it up. Let's get into the makeup of it. So this is what it looks like there. It is very colorful. It comes with a huge mirror. Like, damn. Definitely not travel friendly, I will say, because it is very thick, but like, oh my god, I just cannot get enough of this package. It definitely feels like a little book. Again, it is Harry Potter inspired by, so as you can see, there's like Gryffindor red, green, blues, and then just like some browns and things like that. So we'll go through each of the names. So that one is Broomstick, Sorcerer, Cloak, Potions, Prophecy, Salem, Merlin, Bewitched, Cauldron, Spellbook, Charms, and Jinx. Definitely a lot of color options. There are 12 shades in this palette. So out of the 12 shades, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that are like that are shimmery, and then the rest are pretty matte. Just gonna do quick swatches on a couple of them. And so that is Broomstick here. You kind of have to build it up quite a bit. Oh, Sorcerer though. Oh my goodness, that one looks orange, but it's actually like red. That one feels so nice and so velvety and so smooth. Yeah, that one's amazing. This is Merlin. That one's not as nice. Sorcerer is like amazing though. Some of them are a little bit more velvety than others just on my first impressions, but other than that, I'm gonna wipe this off. But other than that, I guess like the quality is pretty good. Complete first impressions is that I am very impressed with the quality of the shadows. I think that they are great. Yeah, I'll just take you through some of these swatches, just like doing some quick arm swatches so you can kind of see what they look like on my skin tone. Again, they are very colorful, which is not really something that I usually gravitate towards in general. I did just get this palette pretty much because I'm a fan of Harry Potter and I'm a big like nerd like that, and when I first heard that they were coming out with an Harry Potter inspired makeup palette, I really was intrigued and I checked it out and I learned a little bit about the company, and they have they're coming out with so many other like fairy tale like palettes and products. They have these wand brushes. Yeah, if you are similar skin tone to me, you can kind of see what it looks like on me and how it swatches on me. But overall, yeah, I am digging the quality. I think that they are great. So yeah, now I'm just gonna try to see if I can make up a makeup look with this using this palette. As you can kind of tell, I don't have any eye makeup on right now, so I'm just gonna try to test this out to see what kind of look I can make using this palette. To be quite honest, I have no idea what kind of look I'm gonna go for. I'm just gonna make it up as I go along and try my best to test out these bad boys. Alright, so the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna prime my eyes, and for that I'm gonna be using the Balm Put a Lid on It eye primer. So normally I go with the Urban Decay primer potion, but that one has a little bit of a color to it, or a little bit of a shimmer, which I normally really like, but for this purposes, because I am testing it out on a new eyeshadow and they have like quite a lot of color on it, I don't want any of that to pick up to kind of influence the look, if you know what I mean. So now that that's done, I'm just gonna go in with my flat shader brush. I don't mind how dirty it is. I have to clean my brushes. Anyways, this is Elizabeth Mott all over flat shader brush, and for that I think I'm gonna go with either Prophecy or Charms. Go with Prophecy. So Prophecy is this one here. It's just like it's almost like a highlighting shade, but it doesn't have a lot of shimmer to it. It is pretty matte, so it's just like a white almost creamy color. So I think that'll be a good base. Right there, I've just decided to like zoom you guys in a little bit more so you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. For in my crease, I think that I'm gonna going with Salem. So Salem is this one right there, and it is a just chocolatey brown with just a little bit of a shimmer to it. So now I think that the next one I'm gonna go with is going with Bewitched, and Bewitched is like a lighter goldeny kind of color. Again, it has quite some shimmer to it, and I'm just gonna use that as a transition shade just underneath like where I had Salem. Alright, so now that that's done, now I'm really wanting to try out this Sorcerer color, that red, really nice velvety shimmery one. It kind of intimidates me a little bit, but you know what, I'm just gonna go with it. Let's just see what we can do with that, and I'm just gonna put that into my outer V. Yeah. That is red. That wasn't as impactful as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a lot brighter red, but it's actually like really wearable. I like it. I think that the next thing, I'm just going to go back in with Bewitched a little bit just to put that into the center of my eyelids. And for that, I'm just going to use my finger. So next, I'm debating whether or not I want to go with green or blue for like just under my eyes. I don't know, I feel like if I go with green with the red, it's going to be too Christmassy, but the blue and the red, all right, I feel like maybe I should just I'll go with Merlin. So what do you guys think of that? I'm kind of digging it. The blue is very like blue. Yeah, I think that it'd work. I think just to kind of balance it out, I'm just gonna go in on my upper lash line. For that, I think that I'm just gonna go with Jinx, and that's this silvery gray one here. I think that that'll be a very good way of kind of breaking that up. feel like this ended up just being very like America based because it's like blue, silver, or whitish silver, and then red. I don't know. But I feel like I'm going with it. I'm taking it. I'm just gonna quickly put on some liquid eyeliner and mascara, and I will be back. All right, I'm back. So my final thoughts on this palette are basically, I mean, I love it. Yeah, no, I knew I was gonna love this from like when I first saw it, and I wouldn't have waited so long to get this palette. I don't think I waited this long to order anything. It literally took 6 months for me to get. Now, this was a rare situation where they had done the pre-sale so early on. I think that if you order it off their website now, it shouldn't take that long. It just takes like the standard shipping time, but definitely check it out. I will link them below. It is kind of a pricey palette, so it's $52, and plus the shipping is really like, it's a lot for shipping, so you really do have to be a fan of their line or of just these kinds of like Harry Potter fan, fairy tale-esque type of things. You have to really love it to get it. However, the quality is really good. So that's one thing that really did surprise me. With these kinds of products that are kind of kitschy and cute and just, you know, you pretty much are just buying the packaging, you know, and the packaging is amazing. Like, I love this little bag that it came in. I think it's an amazing idea. So it is mostly the packaging that draws me to this. However, you're not gonna be disappointed by the quality, which I think is amazing. So that's the fact that it has both makes it worth it for me. Some of the shadows are better than others, like just on first feeling them. Like I said, Sorcery, Merlin, Cauldron are more velvety, like they feel velvety and softer than some of the other ones. Like I think Broomstick wasn't as soft. Quality isn't consistent throughout. However, there's none that I can say are terrible. You know what I mean? Like none of them are gonna be like either chalky or patchy. Some of them you do have to build up a little bit more than others, but that's just the nature of the color. Like a lot of the pigmented ones you're gonna have to build up, but that's with every like cosmetic line. That's with every eyeshadow I find, is that like the shimmery ones and the glittery ones and the colorful ones, you tend to kind of need to build up more, which is fine for me because I rather have it build up so that I don't make a mistake. I don't mind that. I don't hold that against it. I will say that in terms of the palette as a whole, in terms of like the color selections, like obviously it is very colorful. I don't find that I can make a lot of looks from just using this palette. I do feel like I'm gonna have to incorporate a lot of my own shadows to make complete looks. The other thing that I don't really like about this palette is, I guess that there's no real highlighting shade. Like, I mean, I guess this one, Prophecy, is meant to be a highlighter shade, but it doesn't really have that impact that I look for. I mean, I can still make it work, and I can still see myself definitely reaching for this palette quite often, again, especially for the colors. Normally, I am a very neutrals kind of person when it comes to my makeup looks. I'm not very colorful by nature. That's why for me, I don't see myself reaching for this on the daily. But again, when I am wanting this is when I do want to do something a little bit different and bring a little bit more color into my look. Again, as I was saying, because it is so boxy and bulky, I don't see myself traveling with it, but again, it's gonna look amazing on my vanity. I think it's great display. I think that the quality is great, and I think that the mirror, it just has like this giant mirror. I think that it's worth it, to be quite honest with you. I really, really like this. I'm a real fan. And also, again, because they are an indie cosmetic line, I do like supporting, you know, smaller companies that are kind of up and coming and on the rise, and, you know, where I want to see more from their from their products, and they are coming out with a whole bunch more. I think their next one is going to be Charlie and the Chocolate Factory or something like that. They have like a whole bunch of others that they're working on currently, so I'm excited to see more from Storybook Cosmetics. I love it. I recommend if you're a Harry Potter fan, if you are a cosmetic fan and like a lot of colors, I recommend. If you like supporting indie makeup brands, I recommend. And yeah, so that's all I have for you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed it, and let me know in the comments below if you are gonna plan on buying this palette, if you're excited for it, if you like Harry Potter. All my other Potterheads, let me know, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.